Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
Boom! Yes, sir. We back in the building, man. Back in the building. And I know that you're upset with your boy. Yeah, I see it on your face. I see it on your face because you see a queen sitting next to me. I know. But God is good, okay? And you too can be blessed if you pray 2 times a day.
Facts.
All right. Now, before we get to Miss Loren Thomas in the building, okay? Before we get to this phenomenal person right here, let's pay 2 bills. Okay, let's pay 2 real quick bills. Number 1, if you woke up this morning, then you are blessed. All right?
Amen.
Because God woke you up this morning, so give him all the praise and all the glory because he is able.
Amen.
He is able. All right. Number 2, you hear the music playing in the background? That means you know where you're at. Yep, you know where you're at. You're at the groove. 7510 Garnet Ferry Road. Now Loren had hers.
Yeah, I demolished my smoothie.
She killed it.
Yeah. In
5 minutes. Okay. Miss Thomas does not play with smoothies.
It was good.
The moment she received it, we couldn't even highlight it because it was gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I can't put it up here.
Okay, the smoothie was gone. Okay, so R.I.P. to the smoothie she had.
It's in my belly now.
It's gone. All right, but stand up. Please give a huge standing ovation to this phenomenal queen right here. Please stand up, stand up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. So now, for those who live up on a rock and have no idea who this young lady is, for those who do not have cable, yeah, we know you don't have cable. For those who may not have cable, Miss Thomas is WLTX, right? What is WLTX?
Yeah, WLTX.
Too many words, too many letters.
It's a lot of us out here.
WLTX reporter, all right, / journalist. Okay, and you've been here what 5 years now?
5 years and some change, yeah.
And how has your experience been?
It's been eye-opening. It's been a real growing experience. It's just been, I say the first year I got here, hit the ground running with just.
You was everywhere.
South Carolina was crazy in 2015. I was just like, I don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of news stories, not all of them positive.
Not all of them good.
But yeah, so that was my introduction to Columbia, South Carolina. With the shooting of Walter Scott, my first week. Then down in Charleston, the massacre of Mother Emanuel AME, the flag coming down, just
you were here for
Klan rally, all that. I was like, what's going on?
You were here for some monumental moments.
Spurrier retired.
For mid-season.
I was like, Lord, what else?
Mid-season.
And then the Lord blessed us with a flood. So I don't know what.
And now he's blessed us with a pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, from the beginning, now you were an athlete growing up.
Yes. Yep.
And you ran track in college. What college?
I went to Kent State University in Ohio.
Kent State, man. Salute to Kent State.
Kent State.
Okay. Salute to Kent State. Now, what were your events?
Yeah, I just high jumped, so I didn't run for. I ran 10 steps and jumped 9 steps. And
that's an athlete, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I did not train as hard as some of my other teammates. I'll be honest with you.
Kent State, do not try to get that money back. Okay? Do not try to get that money back.
No, it did what it needed to do. It paid some bills. I walked away debt free. So that was a phenomenal blessing. So shout out to Kent State, athletic scholarship, academic scholarship, and my parents. So, yeah.
Listen, Kent State, man, I'm sorry. Okay, she didn't put in the effort.
I did put in a lot of effort, but just not as much. I put in a lot, yo. I'd be in there like, whoa, Lord, like, take me now during some of these hill workouts, but I really did.
Hard.
It is, yeah.
It's hard, but
it was like a full-time job.
A collegiate, because that's seriously like a business. Like you wake up, training, traveling, training, and then you got schoolwork.
Right.
So that was tough. So when you finished school, you did you know that you wanted to be a journalist?
Yeah. So my major was broadcast journalism.
Okay.
I minored in economics, I don't know, or business. See, I don't even know what my minor was.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and get my MBA and whatever. Haven't done that yet. But so, and Kent State has an amazing journalism program. So for anyone who is, interested in broadcast journalism, they have an amazing program there where it's television, radio, magazine, online is a very big focus there now. So, you can get all the skills that you need to jump into the journalism field if that's what you want to do. But yeah, went to Kent State for broadcast journalism, knew going in, I was like, I want to be a reporter for a news station or whatever. So when I graduated, I applied for a lot of stations when I graduated, but it took about 9 months before I could start work. And
So what was your first job?
I was a reporter with a station in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Wow,
So Charlottesville Newsplex. Yeah.
Yeah, that's historic right there.
Yeah, Charlottesville was definitely different. Thomas Jefferson City, UVA, and a lot of underlying slavery issues.
A lot of racism.
Racism.
Stuff up there.
But Charlottesville was also a very beautiful city, a very one of those friendly places, almost like
it's a tight-knit community.
It's a tight-knit community. Mm-hmm. It was built on top of some mess. So then we saw a couple years later. I was not there when all that went down, but I did have friends that were working there that day.
Shout out to my guy, man, Wes Bellamy.
Wes Bellamy is amazing. I interviewed him when he was, running for vice mayor and everything, and we have a very interesting first story about that.
Oh, yeah.
How
we'll get to that, Wes.
But man, he probably, I don't know. That was. It was fun though. It was really fun getting a chance to meet him and to learn from him and just seeing all the great work that he's doing now. I mean, it's powerful, and I'm just like, if you have a vision and you start and you keep working at that vision, you never know what it's going to turn into. And so shout out to Wes Bellamy too.
That's my dude.
In Charlottesville. From Charlottesville, was there for about 2 years and then moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I thought I had a job in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
You thought you had a job?
I thought I had a job.
What you mean you thought you had a job?
I applied, I got a start date, all that. Driving out, I didn't let the ink dry apparently, because I was driving out there, had the whole moving truck behind me. Hour out from the city, I got a call from the news director saying, hey, Loren, we can't hire you because you got too many speeding tickets on your record. Which I put on the application, y'all. I wasn't lying. Put it on the application.
Loren, you a speed demon?
At one point I was. I am no longer a speed demon. So South Carolina is right where I need to be because nobody knows how to drive here. Nobody drives fast.
Nobody.
So,
the road's not even good here.
Nope.
Listen, Loren.
Yeah, man.
You did not get the job.
I didn't get the job, but I had a whole apartment, had my cable started and everything.
Because of the speed tickets?
Yeah, because we drive cars. We drive the news cars, they got to be...
The liability.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, I don't got no tickets now, man. I don't play that.
And, perseverance, man. You learn from your mistakes.
You do learn from your mistakes. And also, don't move, don't change jobs until you got that, the ink dries on the other job. Don't be like, I'm out here.
Nah, go to work first. Get a hotel for about 2-3 days. And go to work first. Start the job first.
I mean, a whole apartment.
And then you come back to get your stuff. Loren is a prime example
don't do that.
Of what not to do.
Don't do that, because I was living in Tulsa for a month. That's how long I was there, trying to figure out my life with no job. Didn't even unpack the bags because I was like...
So how often did you cry?
Every day. I ain't never prayed that hard in my life. Lord knows. But I ended up getting this job here in Columbia. And apparently my company didn't care about the speed.
They didn't. We don't. We just want you to work. We don't.
They're like,
we don't care about speeding tickets in Columbia, South Carolina.
We will overlook that.
We don't care, okay?
Yeah, apparently they did not care.
We just want you to get there. Just get there safely.
No.
Now,
shout out to, being able to be hired.
Yeah. So, why Columbia, South Carolina?
It was funny because Columbia was one of the first stations that I applied for when I was coming out of school.
See, we saw greatness in you.
I wanted to be here. clearly I wanted to be. I had some family here, you know, and I was like, okay, we can be near the beach, or, you know, drive away. You know, my mom's close
It's some
in
perks.
Atlanta. Yeah, it's some perks. You can go up the street to Charlotte. So I was
There you
like, let's go. Heard about it being famously hot, and I was coming from Ohio, and I was famously
It's hot.
cold there.
It's hot. Right, like we are literally 5 miles from the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just beams.
Yeah, I mean it's like right around the corner.
And so I was like, I want to be here. And so, and apparently I needed to be here because again, that first year was, they needed help. They needed people to be able to tell these stories. And so it's definitely been a blessing being here and being able to meet so many people in the community and tell their stories and I mean, just amazing people in Columbia, in the Midlands, you know, all around the Midlands. I've met some pretty amazing people.
Well, you're amazing.
Thank you.
So, hey, I mean, but you have put in the work.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you on numerous, like so many. Listen, she's a one-stop shop. Okay, she'll have the camera, the bag, the car keys, just walking to this location, hot, sweating, but still with a welcoming personality.
Thank you.
That's a gift. Because some people cuss you out.
Well, y'all catch me on the right day.
Flustered.
Y'all catch me on the right day and the right time. Because I'll tell you what, as soon as I get in that news car some days, I'll be like, yo, I can't do this.
But guess what, though? You hide it well. You hide it well.
That's what you got to do.
You hide it well, man.
That's what you got to do.
Because it can be frustrating.
It can be, and you know there are a lot of young people that want to jump into this profession, and I always say like you can do this. You just got to know that this is a passion-driven field, and I say passion-driven because you can love it so much, but it don't necessarily love you back in the way that you want to see.
Okay. You
So,
can say that again.
and a lot of the the smaller markets and the middle markets, even some of the bigger markets, are hiring people to do my role, which is a multimedia journalist, MMJ, which means I do everything. I write, shoot, edit, and then present the news. Yeah. So just know that going in, you're not going to necessarily have a photographer following you around everywhere and fanning you, and making sure your makeup's great.
One-man band.
Yeah.
Literally a one-man band.
It's not as glamorous as it seems.
And I've seen her do some work with just like nobody.
Ain't nobody out here.
I'm
just talking to the camera.
Bugs all in the eyes, bugs going up her nose.
But thankfully, I have not been a meme or any viral thing.
You have not. Thank the Lord for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, He is worthy.
Yeah. Amen.
He is worthy. Now, my question to you, because you ran track, so therefore you were an athlete. Let's say historically, most of the times when you finish school and you want to be a journalist, you want to follow the whole sports side of things.
Yeah, I thought about it. I applied to ESPN to be one of their production assistants.
ESPN.
Nah, they didn't need me. They really didn't need me. Because to do the production assistant job, or to get a job at ESPN, you have to do a sports test. And they call you out the blue and you got to know all this information.
Oh, wow. Didn't know half of it, did you?
I was like, that's, as I'm typing on the computer, I know they heard the clickety clack in the back.
Yeah, Google ain't move fast.
They asking me about the Stanley Cup. They asking me about PGA Tour. I don't know none of this. X Games.
Nothing.
None of this.
Thank you for calling.
I knew who won the finals, NBA finals.
That's
I knew Wimbledon. I knew tennis, basketball, football.
That's all that matters.
Baseball, but hockey, golf.
It wasn't for you.
So that wasn't my calling.
No, it wasn't your calling.
I do know a lot of sports reporters who are doing amazing jobs. A lot of black and brown, just amazing sports reporters out there. That's just not for me. But one thing that I always tell also people who are trying to get in news or trying to do sports reporting, you have to have the news basics to do that job. So you still need to be able to answer the questions of who, what, when, where, why, and how. You still have to have news judgment. You still have to have news as a base in order to do that role correctly. Even with entertainment news, political news, investigations, you always have to have that base. Now, I did get a chance to do some sports while I was here.
You did, because I saw you at a couple football camps.
Yeah, man. So I was like, we were down. Like our sports reporter, Alyssa Lang, who is now working for ESPN, doing amazing things with ESPN and SEC Network.
Wow. That's dope.
So check her out, Alyssa Lang. Shout out to you. She's great.
Salute to you.
So she had just left, and so I was like, well, there's a role. There's a space here. I might be able to help the station out by doing some sports.
Why not? Step up.
It was the year. Coastal Carolina's baseball team had just won the College World Series. Yeah. And they were like, all right, Loren, go. And I'm just like, I wasn't as fast. You got to be fast for sports. Sports reporting is not easy. You got to be faster.
It's not.
Like I can think on my feet, but
we think it is though.
The highlights started coming, and I know the players. I knew what had happened. Just watch this whole, baseball game, like the College World Series. Just watch the whole thing. But it was just
no time to actually prep for anything.
No. Like they had won, and the 5 o'clock was coming on like right after that, and they wanted that at the top of the show. And I'm like, why couldn't Reggie have done this? Like he's the sports director. Yeah. But I think Reggie was doing other things. He was like, Loren, you got this. Just go. I did not have it, and so I was on news here in Columbia, looking a mess, but humbled by that whole experience.
But we still support you.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
After that, it was back to news.
Back to news.
Let's get you into politics. Let's get you into some investigations.
Your biggest mistake will be not learning from your mistakes.
Yeah, right, man.
Okay.
I appreciated the whole experience and the opportunity, because they should not have let me have had that position.
You.
But
I appreciate just
they took a chance.
Yeah, but I appreciate the ambition just to even step up, because that took courage.
It did.
That took a lot of courage, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes we kind of bite off more than we can chew.
Yeah.
Your eyes bigger than your stomach.
They were big that day.
Yeah. But you learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, being that you are in media, there's a thing called that you posted one day called Black. What is it?
Black in Media. Black in Media Day.
What is that?
So it was birthed out of my best friend, Trey Green. Shout out to Trey Green. He is a journalist, a Black creative. He's just everything and more. He reached out to me. He was like, what do you think about Black in Media Day as just highlighting some of the work that, Black journalists have put out there? And I was like, that sounds really great.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we're going to do it on July 16th.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, what's the significance of July 16th? And it's Ida B. Wells' birthday. And anyone who doesn't know about Ida B. Wells, she is the mother of investigative journalism. Back in the 1800s, late 1800s, she wrote about the lynchings that were taking place in the South. And, used the pen name Lola to make sure that her name was not out there so she could be safe. So she wrote about the lynchings in the South and just exposed that was like the first investigative piece that the nation had seen. Several letters, and she, just amazing. And so Ida B. Wells' birthday, July 16th. So he was like, Black in Media Day will be July 16th. And I was like, this sounds amazing. Let's get it. Let's do it. So we posted that, and it was really a leap of faith. He reached out to a lot of different journalism organizations, and I think it turned out beautifully, and just really got a chance to highlight some of the stories that we've covered, especially in the Black community.
Right.
I think I posted this story I did about Black Panther when Black Panther came out. And everybody was at the movie theater.
Wow.
Yeah, and like everybody was just super happy at the movie theater, wearing kente, wearing it was just a huge,
that was a vibe, man. That was a
Black
huge
experience.
Vibe.
And then I posted another story about this man whose house was destroyed during the 2015 flood, and was trying to get his home rebuilt for years, but he had just slipped through the cracks. He had been approved for everything, and they came to build his house, but they demolished it. And then another hurricane came, and these crews had to go to Texas, when Irma came and everything, and so they forgot to build his house. And it literally, we took one phone call, and they were like, "Oh, we messed up." But if I didn't call that, the department that was involved with the home builds, he probably would not still have, he would not have a house right now. He'd still be homeless, and he was homeless. And so I was like, nah, man, this is not okay.
So you basically, saved the guy, basically.
I think we facilitated. I always say we facilitate. I mean, we literally just made one phone call.
That's all it took then.
to the disaster recovery. Yeah, the South Carolina disaster recovery.
You got to do better.
And they did a great job. They realized, they were like, you know, we messed up, but we're gonna get this right. And within 2 months, he was able to have his home. So
that's a good save.
Yeah,
good save.
It was just a blessing to be able to do that story. And so that was another story that I highlighted. But there were so many, because you know, being black in news and television news is super small. It's like we got our little Facebook groups or whatever.
Wow.
But you know, we're all kind of sad because the National Association of Black Journalists, our convention was supposed to be, you know, this time, and now it's virtual.
July?
Yeah, it was in the mid-July is when it was supposed to happen this year, but we couldn't.
Where was it going to be at?
DC.
Ooh.
And we were going to be partnering.
City.
Yeah, we were going to be partnering with the National Association of Hispanic Journalists too. So it was going to be like a big
it was
turn
gonna be
up.
Tacos and chicken.
Yeah,
Come on,
it was going to be a
It's
big
gonna
turn
lit.
up. But just a family and coming together and job fairs and all that kind of stuff.
Networking was gonna be crazy.
Networking.
Yeah.
And that's really something that a lot of black journalists
networking
look
was gonna be
forward to
crazy.
every year.
Yeah.
So that was a struggle. But they're doing it virtual. So
Wow.
we'll see how that goes.
So speaking of virtual, how has the pandemic, man, how has that, let's say, affected you?
Oh, I'm working from home now, which is a blessing.
Love it.
I'm probably gonna tell them myself, but
nah.
I get so much work done at home. I mean, I do a lot of work now,
Right.
more so than what I was doing at the station.
Right.
But get a lot of work done at home, and then I sit back and chill. So I mean, it's different. You know, I'm doing Zoom interviews.
Wow.
I'm doing, you know, FaceTimes and phone interviews and things like that. And sometimes we do go out to actual physical places and cover those places.
Right.
But for the most part, we're just working from home and trying to make it work, submitting our stories super early to make sure nothing messes up.
You know, get your kinks out.
Right.
Yeah.
But the pandemic definitely threw me off, like everybody else in the world. But I think from this, a lot of people are growing. A lot of people are doing some really powerful, great things. And,
Most definitely.
And I think we're gonna come out of this a lot stronger than we did when we got into it. Those people who were able to, you know, survive it.
Stronger than ever. You know, so I also noticed, you know, during this pandemic, that you did a lot of exercising there.
Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. Okay. All right, community vibes, family. We are transparent on this show.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
now, Loren, you're a former athlete. Yeah. I saw you struggling a little bit, girl.
Because I don't do nothing.
Yeah, I saw you. There was a couple of challenges.
Yeah, I don't do.
That you were involved in,
Man.
and you went live and you explained your struggles. Okay. Let's talk about the struggles.
Because I really, as soon as I didn't have to run no more for track, I stopped.
Yeah.
And I tried to pick it up every now and then, but I wasn't doing nothing before April. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends hit me up and was like, do you want to join this Nike Run Club challenge? We're doing a 60-mile challenge for the month of May.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
Why
I can do 2 miles
Come
a day
on,
for the
got
whole
this.
month.
You got this.
And then I realized it was a whole leaderboard and it was a race.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of my friends were doing like 10 miles a day. So they were done, you know. And
10 miles a day?
I don't want to talk about it. They were doing the most. They were extra. But, so the athlete in me, the competitive person in me was like, oh, I got to get this done. So like that last day I had like, I think I was able to finish it up in like 20 something days versus the whole 30.
Yeah.
But that last day, I was like, I'm gonna beast this.
Got you.
I was definitely walking by the end of that.
Yeah.
But it kind of kickstarted my exercising. So I get up every day now and I try to run or work out or do something, you know, eat better. You know, I'm not trying to gain no quarantine 15 or whatever.
Quarantine 15, serious.
Or no pandemic 20 or whatever.
Pandemic 2020 out here looking like your twin.
Yeah. So
So
I'm trying to survive.
Nah, you are surviving. You are surviving. I'm telling you that right now. You are making it look good, but I just had to tap into that. I was so bothered. Like, She's supposed to be an athlete.
Man, if I don't have to do a race, if no one's making me do this,
Right.
I'm not.
But you did say 10 steps. So you did say 10 steps then jump though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's really all
exactly.
you had to
I have
be
never
worried about.
been. I've never been a
So I
runner.
get it. You know what I mean?
So I think the most I've done in a race was a 5K, and that was a couple of years ago.
Wow, you actually ran a 5K?
Yeah, I ran a 5K.
The entire 5K?
Mm-hmm. I ran the entire 5K, and it's 3.1 miles.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
can't
like,
talk about you no more, Loren.
yeah, but I mean that was a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I had trained for it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it, because I was doing Black Girls Run Columbia.
Okay.
And I loved that group. I love being a part of the group, but they run at 5 a.m. now, and
It's too much.
I get off work at 11:30 at night, midnight. So I'm not doing that no more. But I run by myself. Still a black girl out here running.
Still a black guy out here running. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. And she realized her mistakes by just jumping in there, thinking that she could do it.
Man.
Okay? It takes time. You gotta build up that stamina.
Baby steps.
Baby steps, man. Just don't jump out there, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, walk a mile here, run a mile here.
Yeah, it's fine to walk.
Yeah.
Just move. Just get out there.
Movement.
One of my best friends is walking now, and
Yeah.
she's doing really great. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm just like, keep going, sis. You got it.
I think it's therapeutic. You know what I mean? Real therapeutic.
Yep.
Okay? Health is wealth, y'all. Take care of yourself. Tell it, because you only get one life.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, you only get one life. Now, I know for a fact that there are some young ladies that are out here right now that may be in high school, who may be in college, who may look at you like, that's who I want to be. How does that make you feel?
Weird.
Wow.
Because I don't know. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own journey. You know, when I was in school, I tried to model myself after some journalists that I knew, you know, and like try to follow their, you know, oh, they went here, or they did this, or they did. But I learned super quick, especially after I graduated from school. What is for you is for you. I was seeing all of my friends, you know, or classmates, when they graduated, they were getting jobs immediately. But what's for you is for you. Like I said, it was a 9-month period of no work.
Wow.
I was babysitting. I was dog sitting. And this was, honestly, this was just to get enough money to buy a quick little club dress to go out in Atlanta. So that's what I was doing. But it was for a reason, because a month before I got my first job, my mom had rotator cuff surgery.
Okay.
And I was living at home with her, and like she couldn't do anything.
Wow.
So I had to be there. So if I had already had a job by that point, you know, I wouldn't have been able to help her.
Wow.
And that's a 4-week recovery. And
that's a tough recovery.
As soon as she literally was able to get cleared and was fine, that's when I got the job offer.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, God, you wanted me here for a reason.
God right there. That's all
you
God.
wanted me to be able to be with my mom during this time.
That's
you
all
wanted me to
God.
be, so I'm always like, what is for you is for you. If you have a vision, if you have a goal, if you have the want to, you can make it happen.
Come on.
You can make it happen.
Talk to him.
And I'm always like, don't be like me, be better than me.
Wow.
Darcy Strickland told me that, because I was like, Darcy, I want to be like you. And she's like, be better. So
that's a legend right there.
Yep, Darcy Strickland is a legend.
Yeah. A legend.
My news mom.
Yeah, a legend, man. Phenomenal, man. Sweet spirit, man.
Just amazing.
Phenomenal soul. Phenomenal soul, man. So I already know, you know, how it is sometimes being a woman, you know, and trying, you know, well,
you know what it's like
let
to
me
be a
not
woman?
say that I don't know what it's like.
I'm gonna say what's going on here.
Okay. All right. You know, I'm a man out here in these streets. Okay. Let's get this together. All right. But I've heard, you know, how sometimes women, let's say, can be withheld from their greatness from men who just
Are haters?
Haters
Yeah.
who just do not want to see women, you know what I'm saying, be great. You know what I'm saying? How do you handle stuff like that?
Fortunately, I haven't had, or at least I haven't recognized it if it did happen, but I haven't had any situation really where I felt like anybody was trying to hold me back.
Right.
Because again, I'm trying to create my own lanes. You know, I'm putting in work that I know it doesn't matter what I look like. It's the best. You know.
It's the best work.
and it's my best work, you know.
Yeah.
And so I don't think, fortunately, I haven't had any situation like that. I would say I probably had more from women, you know.
That's real too.
Than from men.
Wow.
Because a lot of times men look over you, you know, they don't even recognize you.
Right.
So like if you walk in, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But women, it's like, okay, competition, or it's a challenge, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I always think there's enough room. There's enough room for everybody to do their thing and to be the best that you can be. Because honestly, you being your best is motivating the people around you. Because even if they're haters or not, they're still motivated by your work.
Come on.
And they're like, okay, well, I got to be better than her.
Yeah.
So let me do better. So you look around like everybody doing better, because everybody want to be better than the better person that was doing better.
Come on. Because you're motivating everybody.
Yeah, I motivate my haters, man. If I have haters, I don't even know if I got haters for real. But if I do, I hope I'm motivating y'all.
Right, exactly. Because she's motivating me. Okay.
You gotta live your best life, and you gotta take every moment and just, you know, even the quiet moments, just take those and appreciate them, and figure out.
What are your quiet moments?
I love music, so anytime I'm able just to be home by myself listening to music, I'll lay on the ground, like in my living room, and just put a record on and just
vibe. Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And just enjoy. And you know, of course, you got your Saturday cleaning music, you got your Sunday turn up, and then ease into Jill Scott music.
Come on.
You know.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about, Jill Scott.
You know,
that's
you got
my baby
your
mama right there. That's my baby mom right there.
You got that vibe. You know, you got Monday getting up, let's grind, let's work, let's do what you gotta do music. And then it just
gospel music.
Gospel.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like gospel. I used to listen to gospel music more when I was running.
Wow.
Because I'm like, Lord, I gotta make it through this.
You need all the encouragement.
Yeah. So I kind of switch between gospel and trap when I'm running.
Trap is important.
It is important.
Trap music is very important, y'all.
You gotta protect that at all costs.
That will help you through your workout. Okay.
You ain't even gotta be from nowhere trap light.
And you might run a couple red lights.
Yeah. Cause I tell you, as soon as I get in the car, you know.
Now let it stop there.
Yeah,
okay? Don't let it motivate you to do anything beyond that.
Yeah.
That could, let's say, incriminate you.
You're right. Just enjoy the vibe
just
while you're in your.
Enjoy what they're saying
by
and
yourself.
just listen to the music and vibe and get through your workout, whatever you got going on, whatever your problem is, whatever your vice is.
Right.
Okay. Let it use you. Let it use you.
In terms of quiet moments, really, like I like to journal. I like to write. Yeah.
Okay.
And I write poetry, lyrics, all different stuff that I'm not about to be out here posting nowhere.
We getting close now. We getting kind of close.
Yeah.
We getting close.
But
I ain't gonna say that though. I ain't gonna say that. But you are a poet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I do a little music on the side. I wasn't gonna say it, but we here now. I do a little music on the side. I'm working on some things.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with some things. But
now, do you have a name? Like, what's your name?
Honestly, I was gonna go by Lola, which is Ida B. Wells' pen name. So
that's cool.
I was like,
that's cool, right?
So
there.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
still got my
you heard
journalism.
it here first.
You did hear it here first. I ain't told nobody.
Vibes, man.
This is exclusive.
Exclusive.
Bing, bing, bing,
Bing, bing, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
At the groove, man.
Yep.
All right. Salute to the group. Salute. Lola is coming for your spot. All right. I'm telling you, you heard it here now. She coming for your spot.
So we shall see.
No, we gon' see. We gon' see.
Yeah.
Now, if you can talk to that 17-year-old you were back in the day, if you can say something to her right now, knowing what all you've been through, what would you tell her right now?
Ooh.
That 17-year-old right now.
Just don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to try, because I've been me my entire life, right? Like nobody can do me like me.
Nobody.
But it took me a while to really love that and to really understand my power, my superpower, whatever that may be. So I would just tell her, like, look, you're amazing, you're great, and you don't have to change for anybody. You don't have to conform to anything,
Facts.
I would have told her then, lock your hair right now. Because by now, my stuff would have been down here. I would have had the mermaid joints, sister lock it. I would have been like, lock it right now.
Lock and load.
Don't worry about it.
Lock and load.
But yeah, because, you know, when you're younger, so many things are just, you know, have such an impact on your life.
Right.
During that time, I was modeling too, and I remember, you know, talking to a modeling group, and they were like, you know, your nose is so ethnic. We like your look, but your nose is so ethnic, as if they wanted me to change my nose.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm black.
Yeah.
But hearing that as a young teenager or whatever, young adult,
Yeah.
you're like, well, is there something wrong with my nose? You know,
No.
It's not. It's Bessie Donaldson's nose.
Yes.
So that's my grandma.
There you go. Salute the grandmama.
Yes, Bessie Donaldson.
Wow.
Yes, we love you.
Okay.
And so, I don't know. I would tell her just be you and don't be afraid to try and to continue to let your light shine. Yep.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Hey, I told y'all was in for a treat. Okay, y'all was in for a treat. But we can't sign the stamper just yet. She ain't signed the seal yet till she answers the question.
Oh Lord, what's the question?
Yeah, she got to answer the question. The most important question on earth right now. I can't even believe that you even asked what's the question. Okay?
All right.
You know me. Now, you eat chicken wings. Bro.
Yes, I do.
You eat chicken wings. Okay? Now this, how you respond
I know what you're
to
about
this,
to ask me.
how you respond to this will determine our friendship going forward. Okay? Okay? There's a lot riding on this.
All right.
Okay? When it comes to chicken wings, do you prefer flats or drums?
Flats. And that's because I'm grown. When I was a kid, drumettes all day because it was easy, you know, just a little, you know, a little chicken. Flats all day. It might take some work, but it's worth it. Flats. And that's it right there. That's all I can say.
I can't believe you.
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurt.
I heard the blasphemy that you were saying earlier about the flat lovers.
Yeah, the flat lovers. There's something wrong with flat lovers.
It's
man.
for the grown. It's for the grown-ups.
Difficult people. Do you feel that you're a difficult person?
No, I'm an easygoing person. I am low maintenance.
Like there's some mental health issues.
I don't think any of that.
Battling.
I think that the flats are the best. And the other day I got some chicken wings and they had like 3 flats and like 7 drums, and I was really
because drums matter.
I was really upset. I'm like, you can't even give me no even number.
No, drums matter.
So it
care
just
about them flats. They're flat. There's no meat on it.
It's a wrap.
Okay?
It's a wrap.
No. Listen, y'all. Listen, you flat lovers, man. Listen, you know, I'll let you slide.
All right.
I'll let you slide if you follow this young lady right here. So I need for you to go to Twitter, you know, social media, you know, the gram, Facebook, whatever, and look this young lady name up. Now, if you're asking me that question, where can we find her? How can they find you?
On Twitter, I am Loren Thomas TV, and that is Loren Thomas TV. On Instagram, I got a different name. It is Loren L Thomas, so Loren Loren ELLE Thomas.
Yeah.
I was being extra on Instagram, so
Why not?
it used to be a different name, but now I'm changing it up. I'm trying to do different things.
Hey.
Let's see what happens.
Hey,
And
living your best
then
life.
I'm on Facebook as Lauren Nicole. So
Okay. Now, also look for Lola.
in the future, there might be another page out there that has Lola on there.
Coming soon.
Lola Music. I don't know. Whatever's available.
You know what I'm saying? Coming soon. All right. Listen, man. Thank her so much, man. Thank y'all for tuning in because we had a blast today.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it's a blessing. And listen, man. Put God first, okay? Remember, there's nothing that you can't do if you put Him first.
Amen.
I promise you, man. It does not matter how it looks right now, okay? Pain is only temporary. I promise you, man. You have greatness within you, but you have to believe in you first.
Amen.
All right. Thank y'all so much, man. All right. Have a phenomenal weekend. And make sure you look for that track that's coming soon.
I'm gonna have to leak a track or something.
Representing. All right, we out here.
Yo, Kingdom. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. Hey, you say you won't shine, we'll get your shine on. You say you want vibes, we'll get your vibe on.